Hello, this video will go over Google Document and how to share Google Document with your class. You will go to Google Applications by clicking on these 9 dots. Go to Google Docs. You have multiple templates that are created just like how it is done in Microsoft Word. You can also click on a new document or blank document. If you're familiar with Microsoft Word, this should be very easy for you. And most of the things that I will go over is a general layout that is a little bit different than Microsoft Word. On the top left hand side, you have the name of the document, and I will name the document my first document. Right on the right hand side, if you look up here, you have comment. Right next to is share. This is where it makes it much different than regular Microsoft that is downloaded on your computer. When you click on this share and you share with multiple people or one person, or you can share with your whole class, the best part it is they can see it live what you're doing. You can also make your changes as you go. So if in the first lecture you gave them something, you can add that to your document. Then you can add more items to your document. So it could be a document that can be changed anytime, and students will be able to see all those changes as they go. But also, you can just have them edit the document if you like. So if you would like to create a group project for your students, you can by adding multiple students to one group or one document and have them edit that document. You can also put it as if they can comment. You can also do it just for the view purpose only. And how do you do that? You just write the email address for the student and their student name will pop up. But you can also create a contact group list, groups in your Google Contacts. If you don't know how to do that, there's another video of creating a group of contacts that is provided by Learning Commons. You can take a look at that video and learn how to create a group in contacts. And then, so basically the group is the way that it works is, you just write it down and suddenly the name, when you start writing the name of the group, it automatically pops up and you can choose that group to share with. Okay, now once you have shared that with someone, so I'm going to share that with Mohammed, and once you share that with them, you can actually add some notes here. In this case, I just want Mohammed to view, and I'm going to hit send. An email will be sent out to Mohammed, and you see the icon now changed from a lock to this icon with 2 people in it. That means it's shared with someone. The best part it is saving in your Google Drive. So all of your changes are always saved. Okay, and it tells you that what has happened, and if you click on it, it will actually tell you the history of it. Okay. Now, let's go down to the menu here. File. Under the file you have shared that we already looked at. You can create new documents from here, spreadsheet, presentation, form, and drawing from here. You can open a previous document. You can make a copy of this document that you have. You can download this document as Microsoft Word file, as doc file, so you can work in Microsoft Word. You can open document format. You can do a rich format. You can do it as a PDF. And this is where PDF is Microsoft Word is the 2 major items that we look at. You can also email this document as an attachment. So you can do it as a PDF or any of the documents that you can download it as. You can also email it to them. So let's say if you wanted to email some of this document to your student so that they can have it as a PDF or Microsoft Word file, you don't have to download it and then open up your email and then email it. You can just email them right from here. You can look at the version history right from here, then how many times it was saved. You can rename it, you can move it. What does that mean? Is currently your document is being, this is where it is saved. Now, once it is saved here, you can actually move it. So if you would like to move it to a different folder because you are working on different classroom, you want to put it in the, make sure that you put it in a proper classroom. You do not want them to be all sorted out everywhere. You want to make proper folders. And so let's say there's a class MGS 1030 you're teaching, or Chem 1030 you're teaching. You make that folder. And how do you make that folder? Is you click here, create a new folder, and we'll say Chem 1083. This folder is there. Now what I can do is I can come here, File, Move, and it is saying, where do you want to move it? I'm going to say Chem. It's saying move here. Now it is moved to Chem 1083 folder. The next one is I can move it to trash. I can delete it, publish to the web. I can publish it to the web. Where do you want to embed it? What kind of link you want? So it actually starts giving you right here all those options. Email collaborators. So if you have shared that with people, so it is saying that email all those collaborators. So it will say, in this case, there is only one person. So let's say you say you added some more documents in and you want to make sure that they get in their email. So once you share with them, right? So the sharing email goes only once, and then it is their responsibility to now check more items. But now let's say you wrote something, you wrote 10 lines, 20 lines, but now you want to add more, or you want their input on what you have written. Then you go in and you say email collaborators. That way you kind of telling them, forcing them to, hey, go take a look at this document. Now document details, it kind of tells you that when was it last modified, who's the owner of this, when was it created, and who modified it last. You can change the languages in here. In this case, I will not change because we will be working in only English. You can do a page setup. How do you want it? What size you want it? What color of, of the background color you want? Again, this is very similar to what Microsoft has, but probably the page color is probably Microsoft doesn't have. So this one provides you that too. Edit functionality, again, undo, redo, other options like that. View, so currently you are looking at the view where you are editing. You can look at the view of suggesting. The way that it works is, so let's say if somebody has sent you a document to give them suggestions. So if student emailed a document to you that they would like your input on it. So you will go in the suggesting mode, and once you're in the suggesting mode, whatever you write, it actually adds that as a suggestion. So we're going to stay in editing mode. Show rulers. Currently, their rulers were there, so you can change it, rulers there or not. Show document line. I removed that document line from here. It says heading. Your headings you add to the document will appear here. So if I say test, and I make that a heading right here, heading 1. So now it added on here. So it kind of becomes a table of content for you. Okay, now I'm going to say, I'm going to do week 1, week 2. Here I'm going to say week 1, day 1. Okay. And I'm going to do heading 2 here. So you will see that automatically it will go under those tables, day 2, and it will also become a table of content if I would like to make it a table of content, and I'll show you in a few seconds how that works. Show equation toolbar, section break, full screen, Insert. Now there are different things that you can insert. You can insert images. You can insert images from your computer. You can search the web. You can insert images from your drive, from your photos by URL, and you can insert photos from your camera too. You can insert table, a drawing. Now this one, I will have to show you a different video for this because this is a little bit more complicated. You can add charts. So you can, if you have worked in your Google Drive or Google Sheets, you can actually bring a chart directly from there, or you can create a chart right from here. So insert a chart. Let's say I want a bar chart. Inserting a chart. Now the chart comes up right here. And you can open up the source here. Open up source means you need to update the data that you have, right? So this is the data that you have. So once you update this data right here, so let's say if I'm going to change it team 1 instead of that, I'm going to say Kane, right? And I'm just going to delete these 3 lines, update the data here, 8909. Then I go back to my document and I will have to hit this update button, and once I hit update button, it automatically updates my data. Okay, again, very simple. So I'm going to delete this one because we don't need it. Insert, you can have horizontal line. So this was my week 1, day 1, day 2. So after day 2, I'm just going to insert a horizontal line. I can insert footnote, special characters, equations. If you're teaching math, you want to have equations, headers and footers, page number. You can do a break. Now here, this is what I was talking about, table of content. So let's say if you like to enter table of content, very simple. You just click here and it enters a table of content for you automatically. Table of Now the table of content automatically gets added on here. Again, it's a very beautiful tool because it automatically it adds and changes the page number. So let's say right now if you see it says week 2 is on page 2, I go ahead and now move it to page 3. Oh, is it on still on page 2? So let's go to page 3. Okay, now it usually does it. And usually it is pretty good by. Oh, there you go. I had to hit a refresh. Okay, how did I hit a refresh? Is I came here, and I clicked on the table of content and just hit the update button right here on the top left hand side, right here. Okay, so you click here, and now it updates it and let me know that table of content is on page number 1, week 1 is on page 2, and week 2 is on page 4. As you add more document, as you add headings in it, automatically it keeps it adding on. Right here, insert is done too. Format. There are different kinds of formats here for you. The text, bold, italic, paragraph styles here. Paragraph styles are also up here. Right here is your paragraph styles too. You can also add different line spacing. Different columns means if you're writing it, you can add it into 2 columns, 3 columns, or however you can add more columns if you like. Bullets, numbering. Right here, these are bullets available for you too. So again, the formatting that you have here, it kind of gives you formatting from here too. Here are some tools for you. So you can have spelling, grammar, word count, and all. But something that I like a lot that is available in many software now is voice typing. Once I click on this, and I'm going to click on voice typing, allow my microphone. So suddenly it will start saying that whatever I say will start being typed into my Google document. It is a very good tool because I can really keep saying it and it writes it for me. So it is kind of, super easy for a person like me who gets tired typing. Again, when I'm done, it just stops, or I can just click on it and that, hey, I would like to stop it. Okay. In my opinion, this is an amazing tool. Use it if you can. Okay, I'm going to click here and delete it. Okay. I think, oh, right here is editing, suggesting. So remember we looked at the view tool mode suggesting. So now I'm suggesting right here. So this is the same thing that I had seen right here. I hope this helped you guys in creating a Word document and sharing. I will also go over sharing through Google Drive in another video. If you have any questions, please email me at hassanmu@kane.edu. Thank you.